Hello everyone, it's Patty Behan here today, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make the sparkly, fun Christmas tags with our new colors of Stickles Glitter Gels. There's 3 new colors, and I'm also going to be using some stencils, Dina Wakley Media tags, and this Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz stamp set. So let's get started. To begin, I'm using the number 3 tag of the Dina Wakley Media White tags. It comes in 2 sizes in this pack, and there's also a number 5 tag. You can use either or, but I thought the smaller one was better for this project. And then I'm using the number 050 mini stencil set from Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous line. I'm going to be using all 3 stencils, but the first one I'm going to use is the Christmas tree stencil. So what I have here is I'm working on the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station and craft sheet, and I'm going to anchor this tag down with a post-it note. This is a full-size post-it note, and I'm just going to cut a strip here, and I'm going to make a loop and then put that on the back of the tag to hold it down. Okay, and once that's done, I'm going to place the stencil over top, and I'm going to try to center the design a bit here, and then I'm going to attach the magnets to hold down the stencil. And I want to make sure I have a nice tight fit so that the glitter gel doesn't seep underneath. And the magnets will do a good job of holding this down because they're very strong. Okay, so once that's done, I have a palette knife, and I'm going to start with Medusa, and we're going to apply the Stickles Glitter Gel to the whole tag. Once I open this up, I want to show you the consistency so you know what it looks like. It is a gel base that's clear, and there's glitter in here and some gold star confetti also. And what you want to do is place some on the back of your palette knife. You'll need a good amount to start, and once you have that, you can start applying it through the stencil. And then we'll just spread it on there with a nice even coat. And I'm applying it pretty thick to get a solid color. And then once that's done, we'll carefully take it up and put it aside to dry. And on to the next one. This time I'm going to make the Snowflake Tag, and I'm going to use the Aquarius glitter gel. And again, I want to put a piece of post-it note on the back, place my magnets, and I'm going to color in the snowflakes before I put the glitter gels on. I'm using Distress Salty Ocean and a Ranger Detail Blending Tool so I can get into these small areas. And then I'll alternate coloring in the snowflakes with that color, and now I'm using Dusty Concord, and I'll fill in the rest of the snowflakes. Okay, and after that's done, I'm going to use the Aquarius glitter gels, and this is a beautiful blue color, and I'm going to randomly place it on the blue ink. I'm using the detail tool to do this. I'm putting some on the end of the blending tool here, and then I'm going to dab it and kind of twist it on through the stencil. And again, I'm going to do this in random spots and on the blue colored snowflakes. Okay, I'll wipe that off and carefully lift that one up and set that aside to dry. And let me bring it up here so you can see. And we'll move on to the next one. Next, I'm going to use the pine branches with berries and the acorns here. I'm using Vintage Photo to color in the acorns, barn door for the berries, and then mowed lawn for the pine branches. And once I do that, I'm going to use the Mars glitter gel on the berries using the detail blending tool. And then I'm using the palette knife to put the Medusa glitter gels onto the pine branches. Okay, and once that's done, we'll lift this up and put it aside. I think this is my favorite one, and I love how sparkly that is. Now we're going to move on to doing some stamping. I have here the Bold Tidings mini stamp by Tim Holton Stampers Anonymous, and then I have a piece of cardstock that is cut to the width of the stamps. It's about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to stamp a few of the sentiments on here now. And the first one I'm going to do is the Dashing Through the Snow, and I'll use Dusty Concord to stamp that, and make sure you ink up the stamp well, and we'll stamp it right close to the top. And then we're going to just trim it down a little bit more. I'll get my paper trimmer here, and I'm trimming it close to the edge of the words because this tag is pretty small, and I want to make sure that you could still see a lot of the design on the background of the tag. And I'm even going to go ahead and trim off those edges there. And once that's done, I'm going to ink the edges with the Salty Ocean, and then we'll do the next one, which is going to be Merry and Bright, and I'll ink it with Barn Door, trim it down, ink the edges with the Mowed Lawn, and now I'm using both Barn Door and Mowed Lawn on this one, and I'll trim it again close to the words and ink the edges with the Mowed Lawn. Now we're going to grab our tags and put everything together. Now we're going to finish these up, and first we're going to ink the edges of the tags and then attach the sayings. So for this one, I'm using the Barn Door, and I have some Letter It clear adhesive foam that I'm going to just attach it with that. I'll put 2 strips on the back here, one towards the top and one at the bottom. And then once you have that, there's a liner on the adhesive, so you take that off. And then we're going to place it near the bottom of the tag. You can place it anywhere you want, but I think it looks good right there. Okay, so that's that one. And now we'll do the Dashing Through the Snow on the snowflakes. I'm using some Dusty Concord on the edges, and next is the Merry and Bright tag, and I'm putting Barn Door on the edges of that one. For the final step, we're going to use these festive pipe cleaners as the way to attach your tag to a present, or just for a decoration if you're going to put the tag on top of something. So I just put the pipe cleaner through the hole and twist it at the top. And now you can use the ends to attach it to something, or if you just want to decorate the ends a little bit, you can coil them up. And I started to do it with my finger, but if you grab the detail blending tool, that makes it a little more easier. So just wrap it around the tool like so, and then just pull it out, and you'll have a nice even coiled design. And then you do the other side, same thing. I'm going to put the green one with this and coil the edges, and then the silver one for this. I kind of wish I had a blue one to put on this, but that's all I had, so that looks good. And so there you have it, some festive tags. You can mix and match the sayings on them and just have fun with it. So if you'd like to give this a try, we have a link to the full supply list in the description box below. And for more crafty videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.